Good morning, student. As in continuation with chapter number 3, today we will discuss about the techniques of stress management. As it is believed that the stress is a silent killer, it is estimated to play a significant role in physical illness and disease. So it is believed the people who suffer from stress, they may have hypertension, heart diseases, diabetes, and even cancers are linked to the stress. So children, it is believed that these techniques are used in school, institutions, offices and communities to manage the stress level. The first technique, that is relaxation technique. So children, this technique is an active that reduces symptoms of stress and decreases the incidence of illnesses as high blood pressure and heart diseases. So children, this relaxation starts from the lower part of the body. It means from your legs to the upper part of the facial muscles in such a way that the whole body is relaxed. So in this technique, relaxation is done by deep breathing and is used along with the muscle reaction to calm the mind and relax the body. Now coming to the second technique, that is meditation procedure. Now this procedure is often used in yoga, and the major use of this meditation is it helps an individual to focus on a particular thing. So in this technique, a person is required to concentrate on a particular thing and being aware about what is going around him. It involves such a thorough concentration that the meditator becomes unaware of any outside stimulation and reaches a different state of consciousness. Children, it means a person who is doing this technique, he basically becomes unaware of what is happening around him and he focuses on the concentrating on a particular thing. Now coming to the biofeedback technique, it is a procedure to monitor and reduce the physiological aspects of stress by providing the feedback about the current physiological activity, and it's often acclaimed by the relaxation training. Now children, talking about the biofeedback, it means in this technique a person is made aware about his physiological mechanism. A person is made aware of his heartbeat, metabolism rate. So children, it is believed that in biofeedback, training involves 3 stages: developing an awareness of a particular physiological response, example heart rate, learning ways of controlling that physiological response in quiet condition and transferring that control into everyday life. So children, biofeedback technique, a person is made aware about his physiological changes, and if the physiological changes are out of control, then he learns to ways to control. Now children, another technique that is often used is creative visualization. It is an effective technique, as in this technique a subject is required to form an imagination or imaginary images in their mind which evolves a subjective experience for an individual. Before visualizing, one must set oneself a realistic goal, as it helps to build confidence. So children, it is believed that one need to form a realistic goal before he proceed further. Before visualizing, it is easier to visualize if one mind is quiet, body is relaxed and eyes are closed. This reduces the risk of interference from the unbidden thoughts and provides the creative energy needed for turning an imaginary scene into reality. So children, this creative visualization is done when one's mind is quiet, body is relaxed and eyes are closed. Now talking about the cognitive behavior technique, this technique is used in order to defend against stress. So stress inoculation training is one of the effective methods developed by Mechibam. The essence of this approach is to replace the negative and the irrational with positive and rational ones. So children, this technique is basically used in order to eradicate the negative pattern of thinking into positive. So children, this technique is done in the 3 phases. First, the assessment is made, analysis is made of the problem. After knowing about the problem, techniques are used such as relaxation and self-instruction. So it is believed that in cognitive therapy techniques are combined with behavior therapies techniques. Now the last component of stress management technique is exercise. As we all know, exercise is the best asset of the human life, which promote a good health of an individual, as well as it makes our physiological mechanism balanced. So it is believed that the regular exercise improves the efficiency of the heart, enhances the function of lungs, maintains good circulation, lowers the body pressure, reduces fat in the blood, and improves the body immune system. For example, swimming, walking, running, cycling, skipping. These are exercise which helps a person to reduce the stress. So it is must for an individual to practice this exercise at least for 30 minutes a time. Children, as I have discussed about the stress management technique.